Hello and welcome back to the Global Space Program. My name is Chris and today I'm going to show you something very interesting. So recently I stumbled upon Halo 5 vehicles. Yes, apparently two new vehicles that might actually get implemented in Halo 5. The current one that you are looking at is called the UNSC Light Assault Vehicle. Now it's not official. The creators of Halo 5 at the moment, or whatever the name of the next Halo game will be, have not said, okay, this is going to be the next vehicle in the game, a new vehicle. No, they have not said that. This is pure speculation that I found on the internet. It might get this design might actually get implemented in the next Halo game. I don't know. I'm a bit of a Halo fan in general. I like all the Halo games. Halo Odyssey is one of my favorite, in case you're interested. just something that I really enjoyed. I really like the mood. It's like a nice, dark, but lonely feeling, which is, I just liked it. It appealed to me. Anyway, back on track. What we're doing here is obviously making the design. Now, we are changing a few things. The actual UNSC Light Assault vehicle is actually a single passenger VTOL. The one that we are making now in the game is actually a 3-passenger one. So we'll be able to fit 3 Kerbals. And the reason for that is because I kind of want to make this sort of a large VTOL. Well, not really large, but if you have one seat, then you gotta fit the whole thing around that one seat. Whereas 3 seats, you expand the area around it, so you can make like a bigger VTOL, and it looks better in general. Which is what we've done here. And slowly, just developing it, trying to figure out what's the best. Currently placing down the VTOL engines, and again, just trying to make this thing look as similar as possible to the actual design of this craft. Now, at the start of the video, I did show, and look at that. That looks amazing. That looks awesome. I did not think it would look that good. And if you're wondering what those things in the front are, those are actual missiles. Yes. And I kind of think, if you're wondering why the cockpit is there, have a guess. You pretty much could hit the Kerbals and then put them onto the seats. So that's a bit irritating, but yeah, it's something you gotta do. You gotta do it, and oh well. So it takes a bit of time, but after you do this, after you get the Kerbals onto the seats, make sure you press F5 and then go ahead and smash the craft, and then hold down F9 so that you could revert to the time when your craft was not smashed with Kerbals. You know what I mean? So yeah, do that, and again, there you go. What you need to do at this point is pretty much press spacebar and disconnect the command pod, or whatever that thing's called. Yeah, as you can see there, because that's just not meant to be connected. It's slightly, how do I say this? It goes on an angle every now and then, even though it's on the ground. So be a bit cautious, and as well as that, it is a bit of weight, all those missiles in the front. So the back of VTOL engine, you actually have to increase the thrust limiter. If you right click it, you see the option, just by a little bit. And this is my actually very first official flight with Kerbals, and it did not end well. And I kind of realized that was an issue with the command pod, how it was in the way. Sort of tried to resist it, but every other flight did not have the problem, because it was just holding down S the whole time, pretty much solving the issue. And there we go. We are a flight, aboard, up in the air. Everything is looking good. Now these VTOLs are quite these missiles, should I say, are quite functional. If you want to know how to do them, just look up KSP missiles, I guess. You'll find a few things on that. Pretty simple. The Separon drones are actually on an angle so that the missile spins as it goes, so that any inefficiency or deficiency, should I say, any bad thing, anything that's wrong in that will sort of be corrected because it's spinning. It will correct itself as it's spinning. That's the best I can explain it. It's best for you to watch all the details in another video. But yeah, so now we're just trying to figure out, trying to turn it, trying to aim, because really just bypassed everything. We're meant to actually shoot those buildings, but pretty damn far away from it. But as well as that, we're trying to figure out how well this thing can go up in the air, and it does okay. I sort of have a few difficulties when it comes to controlling this thing, because you throttle down and then the thrust slowly decreases, and you throttle up and then it slowly increases, and sort of that's not something I'm used to, because usually you have a rocket engine, you throttle up, it's real time, you throttle up to 60%, it's going to be on 60%, whereas this jet engines obviously are a bit slow. That was a bad smash, but at least the Kerbal survived, right? and a few of the missiles too. So those are still functional. And I think this is the very first time us testing the missiles. So let's go and see. Spacebar! Yes, they're already set up, so you just have to press spacebar for them to go. And a whole bunch of them. As I mentioned, you actually have to increase the thrust limiter there, the percentage. Because there's a bit of knockback every time you press spacebar to release the missile. So yeah, it pushes you back if you can see that. And here's another issue. But we do have parachutes on this thing. Yes, I believe the actual design in the Halo game, if it doesn't get implemented, will not have parachutes. I can guarantee you that. I mean, it's made to smash. Yeah, but it won't have parachutes, yeah, in all seriousness. But again, we're just flying again, just trying out things. More missiles, completely miss sometimes, and then, yeah. And here's a point where I had actually increased the thrust limiter, the percentage there, and do that, yep, which actually does help. Yes, it helps quite a bit. And as well as that, if you see all those probes, you want to bring all those probes. The actual structure of this design is full of probes, if you haven't noticed, which is actually helping with stability as well, because each one has, a torque of 0.5. So you got the yaw, and then you got the pitch 0.5, and that all adds up. As well as that, we do have the other controlling mechanisms in the back there. And that was my bad. I kind of time warped and I screwed up the Kerbal there. Yeah, that was a weird one. It's like, it's destroyed. What happened to his head and his neck? It's broken. He actually survived. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I don't know how he survives. It's like crazy. It's gone out of control. And he's stopped all of a sudden, and he's not feeling well. Clearly. Is he gonna make it? I already said it. Yeah, he's gonna make it. He'll be fine. And where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. He just stands up by himself. I do nothing. I'm so confused at this point. Anyway, so we're coming near the end of the video. Link in the description for you guys to download this craft. Definitely enjoyable. Try it out if you like. Not too many parts, so it shouldn't be laggy on your computer. It should be fine. Unless you have like a really bad computer with Pentium CPU. Long story. So again, I try to land it. Completely missed the landing pad there. And even with parachutes, this thing fails. I'm bad. I'm sure most of you can do better than me. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.